Must buy it. Sponsor is you who must pay me. Hey mama. Hey mama, even me I was shaky when the nigga said I wanna come through. I said, I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna survive, yeah.
We need to get this through, dog. Something that's been having to happen.
You see. Alright. Welcome back to the Voice of the North. I'm your host Plowboy and I'm back again with another episode. As we all know, man, I'm in 2025, as we said, man. It's gonna be an amazing year. Amazing people pulling up. People that would never thought would be on the podcast are on the podcast. Today, man, the next guest that I have today is basically someone that I've been hearing about, I've been told, I've been listening to, and I'm like, okay. Today, man, please allow me to welcome M16, my brother.
Sir. Yes, sir.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling cozy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to everyone that's watching type shit. It's your boy
Tough.
M16.
Yes,
All the
sir.
way from East Rand, the biggest gun, the only son to all the highest one man. I'm that kid.
Ashu.
Yes, sir.
I shout out, bro. First question for the people that are not familiar with you.
Yeah.
What would you want them to know about you?
What I could say mostly about me, I'm a young kid from East Rand that's been through a lot of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being kicked out of school, being dragged through the mud, you know what I mean? I've experienced life to its fullest, you know, and
Yeah.
I think I've taken every aspect in and really, really dissected everything that's happening. And me touching into music isn't just me doing it for the vibe, but I'm really doing it because I got a message to preach basically, and I got a vibe to like give off, you know what I mean? Because yeah, a lot of people don't actually know what rappers and producers go through, but for us to
True.
even be in this space, it's not easy to just sit in a studio for hours and work on one thing. You know,
Yeah,
your brain and your mindset
yeah,
needs to
yeah.
be going through some shit for you to even focus in one thing. You know, so yeah, I'm a rapper that is mostly conscious and talks about real shit. I keep it real. My raps are real.
Yeah, I
You
heard
know
your
what I mean?
songs. I heard your songs. Like I'm a testimony to what he's talking about.
So-
So now I just say something interesting. Just say something interesting right now. You say kicked out of school. Like were you that tough, nigga? Like were you that what walk us through that, bro? What happened, bro? Like
so it's school chats, nigga.
crazy.
It was crazy.
Oh.
School chats it was something that started grade 10, 2023, right?
Yes.
I started off as a quiet brew, you know, and throughout the year I met a bunch of niggas, like niggas that I had a lot of common and a lot in common with, you know. We were all like stoners and we all like had one mindset.
The
which
woo
is
niggas.
money.
Woo.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we were all like niggas that could stand up for what we actually start, you know. So
Yes.
we started a whole group called SOI, you know, Successful Operating Youth. It was mostly started for music purposes. I wanted to turn it into a label, but I saw that my surroundings is basically niggas that want and chase success, you know. So we just turned it into a whole group. And then from then, us turning it into a group of success was now bringing attention to other groups that were there for power. You know, because now niggas don't be coming in for power.
Yeah. Oh, crazy, yeah.
They're starting off what? A fight or war or something. So
Shit.
we got a bunch of niggas from a trick, a bunch of niggas in our grade wanting to beat us and shit like that, you know. So we had to settle every war that came in our direction, and through that, I was labeled and targeted the main leader of the whole. So
were you the main leader?
man, me personally, I just started a group. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It wasn't that I'm starting a gang that I'm leading. I'm
Yes.
starting a group of success where we all
Where we're just gonna motivate
you
one
know,
another.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it just turned into a whole narrative of okay, now these niggas run the whole shit. They run the whole school.
Oh.
So by grade 10, by
damn.
2023, so I had the whole school on lock. You know what I mean? So by that year, I was told, like, I think by term 3, I was told that my report is coming with a transfer card. And just for simple shit, dog. I was out there with my niggas, our cat, singing Guicho, and marching the entire school, bro. We loud as hell. Teachers are like, we protesting and whatnot. And also then I was labeled the main leader for that shit. So I think that was my
Damn,
final strike. And on top of that, I had like weed strikes. I was selling weed. I got caught a
yo,
bunch of times. I got caught in fights. So yeah, bro, I got kicked out.
yo,
I got kicked out,
bro.
dog, for being like that nigga, bro. But yeah, it wasn't something that was planned, but it
Yes,
happened. You know what I mean?
yeah. And then through that also, what would you say was your lesson from that situation that happened to you?
I could say my biggest lesson in that is watch how you move and calculate how you move. You know,
Mm,
because don't move based off what the other person's doing. Because what I saw that
mm,
I was moving like that and got confident in moving like that because I wasn't alone in that movement, you know.
true
And
that, true
now
that, true that.
what's crazy is I'm the one who literally got kicked out of the
Yes,
whole 14 niggas that were there. It's
yo.
not only me, it was like 4 niggas that got kicked out, but out of the entire group that was pushing the same movement, I saw that I was focusing more on not pleasing but leading the narrative instead of actually
Mm,
focusing on the
yeah,
goal. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
making
So yeah,
sense, making sense.
type shit.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
I never heard the story, bro. Okay, well, I did hear about it, but I wasn't.
Yeah, yeah,
Because even me, bro, I jumped out of school like
type shit.
2021, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know, like. But in 2023, I did hear a story of like niggas that were having this and this at Foldries,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it wasn't Foldries.
BJ.
Whoa, which story was that one about niggas that were also having like gang? Wasn't these niggas? It was these niggas, yeah.
Hey, niggas getting
Oh, that's BHS.
BHS. Yeah.
Oh shit, you in BHS,
Hey,
bro. You
bro.
can't do that day, bro.
Dog.
Yo, damn, bro.
Bro.
Okay, man. Now let me go back a bit, no? Let's go back to the music thing, because now I'm interested in this part, and also just your upbringing. How did that contribute to you being who you are today and what you're doing in music wise? How did your background contribute to that?
I can say my background contributed more on. I was never a kid that was like you can put in a class and expect him to learn whatever you teach. You know what I mean? I was always a
Mm.
kid and put him in a field and let him do whatever he needs to do and he'll figure it out. You know, so
Mm.
I think I was figuring out a lot of things about myself and
Yes.
about life, and I saw that the whole narrative around school is just like a system, and I wanted to make a way out of the system. You know, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
me being an artist, I was like, I took bits and pieces that I went through, the whole me now label the whole mob boss. I took that image and actually like kept it in my music. Hence, like in my music, I'm very like specific that yo, I'm that nigga, you know.
Mm.
Hence the name M16 came upon, you know, that I'll be the biggest gun if I'm labeled the gun, you know what I mean? Type shit.
So what's the M16? What's that?
It's a gun.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
it's yeah.
how it
I was
came
about to
about
say as
type
well.
shit.
Yeah.
So crazy story. I was just like, before I was M16,
Mm.
I wanted to become Hitman 47. You know?
Hitman 47.
Hitman
Hey man, you
47.
and guns, bro. What's
Hey,
up?
so
Yeah.
I was chatting with my older brother and my younger brother. They were like, nah, dog, there's a lot of Hitmans, you know, and we're still like watching
Mm.
Wild and Out too crazy. We're going crazy on Hitman Harder.
Yes,
So we're like,
yes, yes,
he can't
yes,
be another
yes, yes,
Hitman, you
yes,
know.
yes,
So
yes.
we picked a name that isn't really known in SA. And my little brother was like, dog, since you fuck with guns, be an M16 because your flow is that repetitive, you know what I mean? It's a flow that
That's
keeps on
true.
going, you know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you, bro. And then start when this happened, this music transformation thing started.
Yeah.
Your mom, your parents, anyone in the family who was like, yeah, do it, or were they like, nah, nigga, this is not the way?
Uh, Further for my parents. My
Mm.
parents weren't fully understanding, you know, because I'm the first kid who
Oh,
actually
okay, okay,
not dropped out of school, but kicked out of school. I'm the
okay.
first kid who got suspended at a young age,
Ish, man.
you know,
Ish.
and them seeing me focus on that was them thinking that I'm putting on my luck into music and not focusing on other things, and they thought that that could be my biggest downfall, chasing a dream that can't be actually that isn't guaranteed
Mm.
that you'll get it, you know. So they were mostly concerned about me focusing on one thing, but supportive, I could say they were, you know, they are supportive. They give me money where I need money. They make
Yes.
sure to fish me in studios, they take me to studios. So with that, they are supportive, but I could say they just try limit my time into going to studio and want me to focus into like other things. Yeah, like school mostly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So now you back in motion to school.
Nah, I'm in college.
Oh, shout
Yeah.
out, bro. Hey, at least, boy. Hey. It's not like us where we just hey. Sorry, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
even there, bro, I'm there right now just like for them to not talk too much, you know what I mean? Because as if I wasn't there, I have a lot of talks, from them.
Yes, I
So
know.
that just like makes them relax a bit. Yeah. So I can push things. But me being in college isn't my dream. I don't believe in education
I
for
hope they don't
shit.
see this, yo.
You know?
Don't be like, nigga, say what?
Yeah,
Okay, now I saw you released a song just recently, bro. And but before the song, what do you say, man? How's the production like? Do you pay people for the studio or do you have your own home studios? Or how does that work for you?
uh, I don't have my own studio
Okay,
currently,
okay.
but I work with niggas that are on my hood. There's niggas with studios, proper
Yes.
equipment,
Yes,
and
yes, yes, yes.
we just homies that are trying to like make a name for ourselves. And I think when you notice talent and you aren't anywhere yourself, you'd want to grow with that talent and low key
Yes.
be around that talent.
Yes,
So
true that. True
I
that.
think the homies that I'm working with, we just like trying to continue to like pave a way for ourselves and go up. So there's no paying, but I have been in situations where niggas like fuck me over and be like, dog, pull up to the studio, bro. We
Mm.
pull up to the studio, record like 4 hits. Nigga mises me for a whole month.
Okay, now before I jump into okay, now let's go back. like what's been the tough, not the tough, but what's been the hardest thing you being an artist you had to endure or go through?
I could say I've worked with the most shadiest producers ever.
That's true. Oh,
Producers be the shadiest niggas. So one incident, bro, I was in studio
yeah,
with like 6 niggas, right?
yeah.
Studio and 6 niggas, there's a beat, and there's an owner of the studio. He's just there, he's chilling. The rest of the crews hear this beat, we all hop on this beat. We literally lay up the beat. We all have a verse, all have an input in the song.
Yeah,
Now, Brew, the owner of the studio, he don't record shit. He like,
yeah,
all right, dogs, you're like, nah,
yeah.
yo, beat
You
the
do
song,
your
cool.
thing, yeah.
I'll mix and master, send it. Go home, boy goes quiet. A week later,
Yeah.
drops the song.
Ah.
What's crazy? What's crazy? Dog.
Yeah.
There were 3 verses in there. I was one of those verses. He didn't record a verse. When he drops the song, it's
Yeah.
now only 2 verses. My verse and his verse, which he didn't record when we were there. So he basically sat down, moved the verses, I got his verse. Dog.
Shit.
And what's crazy,
Yeah.
it's a dope song, but it would have been better, bro. Because you moved dope verses. And I think he tried using my name for some clout because after that song, that's his biggest song he's ever made. Like till today, his YouTube is like not even nowhere. And that's the biggest song he's ever made. So I think he also fucked up a big relationship between us. So that's the craziest thing I've experienced in the studio so far.
Shit, bro. You know the nigga? You know the nigga? You wanna say shout out to the nigga or fuck you the nigga?
He knows himself. Hey, bro. I don't entertain clowns.
Nah, I hear you. It's damn, bro. That's crazy, dog. So you record the song and this guy goes, yeah, I'm gonna send. So you guys record the song. This guy says, yeah, I'm gonna send you guys the song. And then he goes on his own. He removes the other gent. He puts a verse on top, and then he just leaves him and you.
Releases the song. Keeps all the niggas that were there. Keeps the name in. Keeps all the niggas' names, but he removed all the.
That's some shit. That's a scam, bro. That's a scam, bro. That's not even a joke, bro. Crazy. Okay, now let's talk. Let's now come to this one now. The song that just dropped, man. How did it come about? Are we expecting EPs this year? Anything new again after this? What's going on?
The song I just dropped. It's on all DSPs. Titled Smooth. That song was just me, touching base on and reminding myself and people that I'm really smooth on the mic and I'm smooth on these beats and I can write like nobody's business. How I just laid out that song and how I just entered. You know what I mean? Like the first lines, like I'm like, enter the scene with no curriculum. bodies and bags. I catch them quick like I'm a criminal. I'm smooth like a jam.
Mm.
I hop on beats like I was skipping rocks. I'm fly like a kite. To talk to me, you gotta level up. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. So it's just that. Like, I was just reminding niggas and myself that I'm smooth. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And then we're expecting any new tracks, any EPs this week?
EP that I've been working on for the longest time now. You know. So
Yes, sir.
it's about to drop. You know, a title. I haven't decided on the title yet, but it's a dope ass EP. Smooth is gonna be on the EP, and there's other tracks that are similar to Smooth type of vibe. You know, more conscious raps and more storytelling there, and more vibes. You know what I mean? Y'all know me with the vibes, so yeah, I'm dropping an EP soon this month.
Now I wanna now go to the what happened? Oh, I'm thinking you're smoking it, but I was gonna say. Okay, no, I'm just saying, because my CEO, it's a different continent. Yeah? Different breed. Oh, let's give a shout out to the chance. Hey, my CEO is here. CEO, I honor you, sir. I see you, sir. I see, I represent you. You understand? You understand? The brother, Steezy Sly, the one and only. Sly. And then the brother there. Slam. Taco. The brother there. Bro. Always, bro. Shout out to the gents, man. Shout out to the gents. I was about to say, bro, support from friends, dog. Do you get that much support from the friends, or do you have our type of friends that will only do you a favor? What's your type?
Honestly, my homies do the most. I won't lie. I got homies that go crazy on our jobs. Me, like, fill up the whole shit. So my homies do the job, you know, but there's certain like homies that I expected to do more for me.
Yes.
And I expected more from them, but there's less effort. So those are just friendships that I had to like double check. But otherwise, the homies are solid. They locked in type shit.
Shout out, give the shout out,
Shout
bro.
out to the homies, shout out to Kat over there, shout out to my boy Timber, shout out to the whole SOI, yes sir.
Hey, shut up, man. That's a beautiful one, because the reason why I asked that, ne, is because most of us, our side, that's what I'm saying, but we're pretenders, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll see you do something. They'll see you do something, and then 2 days they fuck with it, and then after that you're gonna hear other people telling you about the same homie that was fucking with you, and then it's a thing of we can't now go back and say, yo, bro, I heard you say this. You know what I mean? We're not on that level, bro. We just let it be. So you know what? It's fine. We let it be, bro.
Yeah, bro. A lot of pretenders out here, bro. Niggas put fake smiles for no reason, bro. Literally, bro.
Yo, bro. And now let me ask you something very interesting, man. I always like this part, bro. Single dating. Which one? Or are you also like me? We got backstabbed, and then we had to let it be.
I think I should have told you not to ask.
I did ask you though. I asked though.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
shit,
I'm double.
I'm figuring myself, you know, and where I'm at, but there is somewhere I'm trying to lock in, you know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, I'm just in between locking in type shit. Yeah, so not fully there, but almost there. Yeah.
And now I won't ask further questions because I see how you answer that one. No be the one. It's not the one. It's not the one, boy. So now, inspiration, music wise. Who's been your inspiration? Like, cause I hear your flow. I don't want to say it, but I think I have an idea of who you might. But let me know.
So I draw a lot of inspiration from Aries.
I was about to say. That's what I said. I wanted to say, but I don't want to say it.
Bro, because I wasn't really a hip hop fan. You know, I never grew up loving hip hop. I used to be crazy about Skotani stuff for some reason. You know what I mean, I wanted to be seen in that scene. You know, so I started listening to hip hop from my older brother. I was listening to more J. Cole, your Travis Scott. Then I fell in love with the sound. And then my bro pops put me on Reese. And just hearing Reese and hearing that there's a nigga in SA that can rap like that,
Hey, bro.
just dog, it
Hey,
just
bro.
opened my mind into like, bro, be talented, and I shouldn't take that for granted. So touching more into his music also helped me find my sound and craft myself. So I drew a lot of inspiration from Aries and J. Cole.
Shout out, bro.
Type shit.
And what do you say about that Casper thing that Casper said about Aries, bro? What's your point on it? Because I know you one of them niggas.
Yeah,
You say some crazy shit about Aries. Says Aries can't be not international. He's not that big. He's not. He's not an A-lister type shit. But he says that though. He says Aries can't fill up the stadium, can't perform at certain places and blah blah. I'm like, hey. So now I wanna know your point of view, man, on that.
Nah, dog. As a Reese fan, personally, Casper, dog, is too old to be talking trash to kids, dog. Like, he should be focusing on niggas his age and niggas that are doing what he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Reese is on his own type of time, so him talking, it's just him being petty. You know what I mean? Hey, dog, how you beefing with kids? Bro?
Where are you going?
Dog, so I think just Casper needs to like, dog, grow up and just continue doing him, bro.
Yeah. Cause with me, bro, that shit wasn't fair, bro. I was like, bro, it's not it, bro. Even Casper himself, bro. What? Just cause you got Biliato now, you think you own South Africa, my brother?
Yeah, exactly, bro. He's not the main, bro. When we talk about the face of hip hop, he's not even top 5.
Ashu.
Face of hip hop in SA, he's not even top 5. Dog.
Hold on. I think we have a Casper fan. We have a Casper fan. We have a Casper fan. What you say? What you saying, nigga? What you say? Cause he's just like
top 5.
What you say? What you say?
Top 5.
Yeah, who's your top 5?
I say rappers. I say Aries.
Shout out.
Is it like in a
in order.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put Aries, Shane Eagle.
No, shout out.
J Jody. I'm gonna go put in Blue Papi. And then I'm gonna go put in Blackie.
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 Do you fuck with the Kwele vibe?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dog. I was supposed to work with the Coilers, dog. You know,
Is
but
it?
yeah, bro. Just like I said, I had troubles with producers and all that because the producer that was gonna plug me with the Coilers, I was working with him, and he's the crew that mized me for a whole month when I recorded those 4 hits. So
Yeah.
but I fuck with the Coilers, dog. I fuck with the whole sound. They making me wanna touch more into Venek type shit.
Yeah. Can you do like a
Venek
freestyle?
freestyle.
Yeah, like a acapella freestyle.
Yeah, I got some young shit I wrote in Venek.
Like
so
now?
That I can spit.
Right now?
Yeah, that I can
Now
spit.
let's go, bro. I wanna listen. Let's go.
No beat type shit.
No beat type shit.
Yeah, but ninga bang funangi feel. Yo, bye pali pugin. Wow, strip man just petty codeine. Okay. Wow, Kalezi codeine. Sip like a mafia boss. Yeah, cigar for my boss. Talk like a regular boss. Yeah, but really I'm not. But ninga bang funangi feel. Wow, bye pali pugin. Wow, strip man just petty codeine for sure. Kalezi codeine. Sip like a mafia boss. Yeah, cigar for my boys. Talk like a regular boss. Yeah, but really I'm not. Okay, I run over you and your homies like Hilton. See, this ain't no regular business. Came to the spot, I got oral like Moses. Hold on, nigga. Come to the spot, I got oral like Moses. Yeah, bro. The new wave says, yo, bro, this boy. Ashu. Bro, nah, man, no, bro. We got fire. This generation, boy. I know. Shout out, my brother. I know this generation, my brother. It's different. That's not the Kwaito one. No, no disrespect. I know disrespect. No disrespect. It's not the nah, boy. We speaking. We're prophesying, bro. I got motion like Moses. Yeah? Bruh. You know, he said aura, so he said aura like Moses. Oh Lord, my nigga.
You don't know?
He split up the ocean.
The ocean, boy.
Bro. Who got more aura, dog? Hey. The whole ocean, dog.
That's what I'm saying. That's a bomb. If you deep it, dog.
Bro.
Nah, but shout out,
Yeah,
bro.
so, yeah, that's the shit I'm working on. Yeah.
And then you religious, like
Yeah,
Christian
I am
one.
religious, yeah.
Go to church every time.
I don't go to church a lot because I just discovered like church is like there's an agenda that's pushed a lot there, you know, and some things, bro, God is not in a temple or in a place, it's within us, you know what I mean? And it's something that we have to put upon ourselves to go find him, you know. Church is there really to go praise him, you know, as a collective.
To reconnect
But,
and everything.
you know, but God is someone that lives within us, you know. So I do go to church, but like not often, you know, and I'm more spiritual now, you know. So yeah, I just discovered I have a whole journey, you know, spiritual prophecy and all that. So yeah.
Word. Bro, what's the red flag in the hand for you, boy?
Hand is too friendly, hand of grooves. Can't be climbing tables. The fuck?
Hey, wait. Hey, that's too fast, man. I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You don't think about it, it's already there, boy. I peep too close up, boy. Bro, shout out, man. Love having this conversation, bro. Word of motivation. Let me ask you that. To everybody who watched so far, everybody who's watching, everybody who's doing what is you trying to do, everybody that's doing what they're doing, what do you say to them?
Word of motivation.
Just based on you.
I can say, we all have a purpose in life, you know. I love this term where, as a kid, you were born with your hands closed, and as you grow, you let them loose, and that's the gifts that God gave you. You came in holding your gifts, you know, and keep your gifts intact and keep pushing, you know yourself, stay true to yourself. Don't change your ways for no one, you know, type shit.
It's too nice. No, but before I let you go, this podcast will basically just based on positive vibe, positive energy, good times and everything. The best life experiences that you have had in your life so far.
Best life experience.
Yeah, that you can share with people. Say, yo, man, even though I got kicked out of high school.
Crazy. I got kicked out of high school 2023, 2024. I was performing on the stage. So I could say
that's our flex.
I can say that's the biggest like
okay.
That was the biggest event in my life. That's the biggest like mind opener. Yo, y'all just kicked me out. No, y'all gotta watch me perform, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All you have to do is buy 4 tickets and you're on the lineup. And those 4 tickets were needed to come out.
That's actually crazy.
Facts.
So everybody can jump on it.
27. Anyone can jump on it.
Pull up, bro.
Yeah.
Jump on that shit. Jump on that shit.
Let's go.
Because the ticket is like buy early, but it's like cheaper.
Yeah. Clipper.
Yeah.
Bro can prove a clipper, but come to the voice or not.
Let me drop the EP. We going.
Let's do it. I got Steezy. I got M16. I got bullets now. See, I'm fully loaded. I got CEO, you know, on the grind. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I've been craving to rap. You know that? You know what I'm saying? I've been craving. I got aura like Moses, nigga. No, hey, bro. Nah, shut up, bro. But like, what? Okay, let's do something. So you look at the camera, ne? Nah. I can't forget, bro. We're doing a time capsule, ne? So you look at the camera, and then you tell yourself in 3 years' time, you are looking at the camera. 3 years' time, you're looking at what you just said now. What do you say to you?
Boy, I told you to not stop. Look how far you've been, my nigga. So I'm glad that you actually continue to grind. And I'm glad that you got the support you needed. And I'm glad that God opened the doors for you, my nigga. Keep close to faith and keep your dreams intact, boy. Continue to shine, my nigga. You going far. This ain't the start. This ain't the end. It's only the future that we got, my nigga.
Shout out. That's you right there. You're watching back now. After 3 years, you'll be like, oh shit, I was on the podcast. Episode 16 was it, man. Shout out, my brother. Lovely episode. Hope to see you again very soon. When the EP comes back, you're coming back. I'm gonna ask you those honey questions, bro.
Sir.
You gotta be ready for the heart to be breaking or to be whichever we want. You understand?
Even on the EP, I'm touching on my bitches there, bro. So
Always.
the EP got a lot.
Always, bro.
So,
You see, I was nice, eh? No, me, I was nice. I'm saying me, I was nice. You see how? Yeah, but it's fine. Don't worry about that word now. CEO was he? Steezy was he? My gents were here.
Cat was there. My nigga Timbo was there.
Shout out, bro.
Yes, sir.
Actually, no. Since we talked about your brother so much, but give them a shout out, bro.
Yes, sir. Now, shout out to Cat for being here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Timbo for being here. Crazy thing, this wasn't planned. We met the homies at Scalar while they were just done writing Afrikaans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro. Shout out to the homies for showing love, bro.
Lovely, bro. Lovely.
Yeah.
We out.
We out.